Hello everybody, my name's you, and welcome back to Let's Play Spyro the Iguana. He's not a dragon, he's secretly an iguana. Anyway, in the previous video, we conquered the Haunted Towers, and today we're going to be going into Dark Passage, ... That's the official name of the level, Dark Passage, ... Don't forget the ... Don't forget the ... I'm just kidding. But anyway, we're going to be going to this area, and the main gimmick with this level is that those enemies will change depending on whether or not the area is lit or not. Some enemies, it's not that big of a deal because you can still defeat them with their fire, but there is like one fire-breathing turtle enemy that it can be defeated pretty easy. Well, not easily. It can be defeated in its smaller form, but you can't do anything about it in its larger state. In the smaller form, it still breathes fire on you. This will make it a little bit more difficult to approach them, but if you take them out quickly, then you should be okay.
The enemies here can be quite frightening, but you should watch the fools.
I'd rather flame the fools.
Now you're thinking.
One thing that's worth mentioning is that the enemies with the lanterns, the enemies that I hate with every fiber of my being, those enemies, they can actually be useful in this level. Well, they are useful to a certain degree in other levels where, like in the next video, we're going to be seeing more of how they can be useful. But in this level, they have a different use. When you flame them, they will, the area around them will be lit up. So this will make it so that the larger, more difficult versions of the enemies will turn into the smaller, more adorable versions, like how that demonic red dog thing will turn into a cute little puppy that we can destroy. Those puppies, they kind of make the most depressing sound when you defeat them. Like, listen to the sound when you defeat those enemies. Isn't that depressing? They're like, alright, one thing that's more, well, I guess I'm gonna explain it after I talk to the dragon.
Thank you for releasing me.
Wow, once again, I got interrupted because a dragon was all like, thank you for releasing me. And tonight, I'm 99% confident that they recycled the recording for that dragon. I'm willing to bet that they used that dragon's exact dialogue in the previous level. Not just them saying thank you for releasing, but that same actor with the same recording. Blah! Okay, what was I saying a second ago? Oh yeah, one thing that's worth mentioning is I have a little bit of a hard time going through this level. It's not difficult, I just have a hard time going through it for some reason. It's mostly the turtle enemies. Those enemies, when they're smaller, they still breathe fire on you, and it can be a little bit difficult to predict. I'm not entirely sure how I can avoid it, aside from like jumping over it, I suppose, but you want to be careful going up against them no matter what you do. There's some demonic cupid enemies right there. I know that's not their official name. I know I'm not calling most of these enemies by their official names because I just simply don't know what they are. But I just like calling enemies whatever I like to call them.
You know, I think you just might be the dragon to defeat Nasty Nork.
That's me, all right.
Spyro is the chosen one. He will be the one to defeat the Nasty Nork. But in due time, that'll happen eventually. What we want to do now is that this might be the thing that might confuse most people when they play through the game for the first time, because I know this confused me on my first playthrough. But there is a lot of stuff during this on this area. So you're going to be going to the end of the level thinking, okay, I'm missing a lot of gems, and what am I supposed to do right now? But if you go down here, then you can see there's a bunch of stuff in here. Almost all the gems that you are probably missing are down here, so it is absolutely necessary that you come down here. That island off in the distance over there, we're going to be going back and forth between this island and that island over there. It's a pretty nice game mechanic. I really like this level. Even though I have a hard time with it sometimes, I still really like this level. Dreamweavers in general, I just love this world. With the exception of the boss fight, I love every world in the Dreamweaver's area. Like, Lofty Castle is my favorite music, Haunted Towers is my favorite for gameplay, Dark Passage is just fun in general. So I just really like the worlds in Dreamweaver's world. It makes me a little bit sad because this is the last hub world in the game. For a couple of reasons. One, that means we're almost to the end of the Let's Play, which is always a really sad feeling when you realize that you're so close to the end of a Let's Play. That's always like a bittersweet moment because all the hard work that you've done to do that game, it's almost done. But at the same time, you get pretty excited knowing that you'll be able to move on to more games. Like the biggest example I can think of is when I was doing Majora's Mask, because at that point, because of a lot of problems that were going on, it took me like a year to complete that game. But when I finally did complete Majora's Mask, Super Mario, and Tomb Raider Anniversary, I was really happy to be able to move on to Pikmin and Tomb Raider Legend and Toy Story 2, which were games I've been wanting to do for a long time at that point. And the same thing applies for now, because the next Let's Plays that I'm going to be doing, at least if things move at the pace that I have planned, I am so excited for the games I'm going to be doing next. One of them is a game that's been requested a lot. Another one is a game that I've been personally wanting to do for a little while, and I'm not quite sure if I want to do 3 projects at once. I probably won't, but I've been thinking about doing 3 projects at a time rather than 2. But at the same time, I highly doubt that's going to be the case. The only reason why I'm even considering that is because the 3 games that I want to do, they're all games I've been wanting to do for a long time. But that's probably not going to happen. I'm probably only going to be doing 2 games at once. But whatever happens, I'm really excited for my next Let's Plays because they're the games that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and they're games that have been requested for a long time.
Thanks, Spyro. I'd love to help you catch Nasty, but I'd really hate being trapped in Crystal again.
Don't worry. The only one who's gonna be trapped is him.
I might be a little crazy in saying this, but the dragons in this world seem a little quieter than the other ones. That might just be because I'm not quite sure whether it is because my volume is at the normal level it usually is, but those dragons just seem a little bit more quieter than usual. But anyway, as I was saying a second ago, I'm really excited to do the next Let's Plays. And okay, I remember I was saying something before that, but I've completely lost my train of thought. I've noticed that lately in my videos, I've been getting a little sidetracked whenever I talk about something like I have a train of thought for what I want to talk about, but then in the middle of it, something that I said reminds me of something else that I want to talk about. So I lose that first train of thought and just move on to another topic that I'm talking about. That seems to be happening more lately, and I'm gonna try not to do that because that's not exactly the best thing ever. I mean, I might be amusing for some people, but losing the train of thought's not the greatest thing.
Thank you for releasing me.
Wow, they really... Okay, that's probably not the same exact voice recording, but they use the same voice actor with the same line in the same level. Oh my god, how many dragons use the thank you for releasing me at this Let's Play? Okay. Alright, so yeah, that's basically it. There's some more enemies right here that we can destroy in cold blood, or something like that. Don't forget to pick up the last couple gems, because if you did not pick up these gems, and you're wondering where they are, well, obviously they're those are the gems that you do not get. It's very easy to overlook the gems in this world, because there's so much to do when going on this path that you might get distracted and seeing that there are gems off in the distance, so you might forget to pick up the ones that you missed before. You can activate the firework right there, and I love this little animation of the firework circling around the pathway, and then destroying the treasure chest off in the distance. And we can go collect the next couple gems. And that was the last gem we need, so now we're going to fall off the cliff and into the deadly death water. Hooray for editing! So, now that we've done all that, we're going to be going inside this place. That background is really pretty. I know I've said it a lot of times before, but this is a really good looking PlayStation game. So, what we're going to be doing in the next video is that we're going to be going on our way to completing the Dream Movers world and going to take on the next boss fight. We're so close to the end of this Let's Play. I'm so excited! So, on that note, thank you guys so much for watching this video of Spyro the Dragon, and until next time, really gear to you. Oh yeah!